Yeah, hello and welcome to another Lightboard session. My name is Benjamin. I'm the manager of ITQ in Germany. And together with me is Julius. Julius, introduce yourself, please.
Yes, hello, I'm Julius. I'm a solution engineer for end-user computing at VMware. Means I'm doing everything around these fancy mobile devices, smartphones, tablets, everything you can type on, virtual desktops, and yeah, just this is my daily business to work with these things.
Awesome, perfect. Nice to have you. So today we talk about endpoint automation.
Yeah.
Sorry. So this is new for me. So we have 5 circles. What do you want to show us?
Well, when you talk about automation, the easiest aspect to show it and to explain about different areas of automation is with the life cycle of an employee life cycle. Just think about your onboarding experience in one of your last companies. How good or bad, how automated was it? Was it from the start directly that you could work?
Well, that definitely differs from company to company. My existing company at the moment was very, very nice, but there were several others before where I say there's a lot of more room to grow and to be better, to really improve. So when it comes to automation, to really clarity for the employee, for example, it's also something which is important. But everything that happens before the onboarding is always like a black box. What is happening, etc. So that is something which could need a little bit more clarity.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the starting point. It's the pre-hire actually. So it's before you even start, you have the first challenge, because it's things around. Well, how do you sign a contract, for example? Also, well, it's a chicken egg problem. You're not having a user account. And you're not having a password, so how can you get access to anything?
No device.
Is it state of the art to send your contract via email? Probably not.
so much.
So you can find other and more secure ways, and that's the first aspect where you start to automate is in the pre-hire phase, and then actually when you go in the direction of day zero, it's before you even start. And what does it mean? For example, you get via an automated process a link, what we call a magic link. And in that magic link, you can click it. It leads you to an application and enables you at day zero, so before you really start, to get access to your contract, to the important documents, reach out to your colleagues, for example. You can see your team already, which you're going to work on in the future.
Also even sign documents like contracts?
Well, you can, yes. Okay. If it's implemented, it depends on what's running in the background. But yes, you can digitally sign your content, get account, and of course, one important aspect, in how many companies did you have a device at day zero or at day one then actually when you started?
Well, I'm an old dog. I didn't have anything like that. So.
Yeah. Well, and this is also the device ordering. So you can decide then at day one which device should be at your desk. So of course it's based on a company catalog, but you can say, hey, does the user want to have a MacBook? Do you want a Windows PC? Right. And then kick off the ordering of that device. Your manager don't have to do it. They just provide you, hey, you can get this set of devices in our catalog through that magic link and application, access your or select your device, provisioning process and ordering process
Sounds
can
awesome.
start.
Sounds awesome.
And that's then at day one. The first thing here is also usually the challenge. It's really the enrollment. It's kind of our terminology where you enable the device. Means you just to get the basic configuration, everything getting into a desired state of that device. Ideally, and that's a short abbreviation, this is happening UUBE, means out of the box. Why should a company get the devices shipped through the IT department? Right. You can directly get it directly from the factory to the user, and then with automated backend tasks have the enablement and just the whole configuration being pushed down. And this then leads to the aspect of what we call here, let's get from that bubble here, to the desired state of a device, which means the device is in the state like you would like to have it as an IT.
And also, company policy
for the company policy, but also how the employee can be productive and how they can work on it. So that's the day one thing, means being ready and working ready from day one. Obviously, what's happening then is you're having day two, means you are in your day-to-day operations. And well, the desired state, of course, here is impacted. And this desired state, this is changing. For example, you're having security updates. You're having new versions, new policies, for example. And applying all these policies automatically to all devices and getting an idea about what is running on your devices is what's happening automatically at day two. Means this is around security, This is around compliance, that the device remains in the state like you would like to have it. And it's things like vulnerability scanning, patches, and so on. All the stuff happening at day 2. Now we are at beyond day 2. And what's happening beyond day 2, let's say you are working for 6 months with a device, 12 months with a device, what is happening?
Oh, it gets slow.
It gets slow.
Usually.
Some apps are failing, whatever may happen, you need updates. And here is the important aspect. We need to analyze that device, we need to measure the performance, and we need to find ways to remediate problems. And this is also the point where artificial intelligence gets in, that we, using insights, we can actually see, hey, this device, the performance of my device fleet is 10% worse than last time, or the boot time has increased.
Especially after a patch installation or something like that, right? So it's really
for example, it's patches, it's application updates. So you will certainly generate incidents based on updates or whatever may happen on your device. And here in that context, we are looking how to remediate that issues, how to fix them, and get your device into the desired state that it's working and performing as it should.
Cool.
Last bubble in your life cycle, one day, it is sadly coming, you are retiring. If you want or not, it always happens.
That's true.
Well, of course, then this is about offboarding, and this is how do you lose access, or how do you get the access taken away from your devices, from your IT systems in the back end. How does the whole decommissioning process work? Means this is really here. Offboarding and decommissioning. And also here, you of course need an automated process to do the decommissioning of devices. And this of course can also be highly automated. Ideally, you are an alumni, for example, that when you really have retired, and then you may get access to the corporate intranet, to the canteen plan, or whatever matters to you. On the other side, what also may happen, if you have to start again, it's probably a different company. You go back to day 0, or the pre-hire phase, where you just hopefully have another company which is automating.
That's what I wanted to add.
That level.
You hopefully have the same process there. Okay, great. So I think that pre-hire Magic Link, or especially focusing on pre-hire, that has a huge HR influence as well as offboarding.
Yes.
So from here, we take it away for IT processes, etc., especially here for day-to-day management. So how can we bring HR and IT together in this part? Can this be automated, that even IT personnel don't have to think about these processes and can be triggered externally through automation?
Well, yes, of course, you can automate everything, but the first thing which needs to happen is people need to talk. And this is not HR and IT only, it's here, it's security department, it may be your line of business when it gets around the enablement, it may be your cost centers. It's just, you have to bring all these people to the table and talk about processes. And ideally, this is also what we do in our daily business, that we talk with HR departments and provide a bit of advisory. Hey, what can we do? Is there something? Most people don't know that there is something like a magic link, for example. And you don't know what you don't know. And therefore, it's important that you talk to each other. And then you have just the HR department or security, whoever is raising requirements. And then the IT can develop them and using our platform, automate most of it.
Awesome. So looking at the canvas right now, a lot of processes, a lot of really impacted departments to trigger all of that. That is not one app or one solution actually. It's a platform.
It's a team sport, absolutely. Correct. It's a platform. So what's running in the background? This magic link thing is something which is running on what we call hub services. So we have the intelligent hub as our device component, and the application itself, and then there's the hub services providing that magic link and then access to your repository of information, whatever you would like to provide. So that's the first aspect. It works together with Workspace ONE Access for your identity stuff. Means somehow you need to authenticate, you need to authorize the user, and provide something which is brokering your identity. When we are here, this is then Workspace ONE UEM around the enrollment and an out of the box in enrollment. This is, of course, working also together with a set of solutions, but the main component is Workspace ONE, where you can build some automation workflows with Workspace ONE Freestyle and Workspace ONE UEM. For example, hey, let's only let the VPN connect when the device has the right level of security. So you get a process of what is going to be enabled at which time on your device. The whole thing around security and compliance and incidents and updates, this is happening in Workspace ONE Intelligence with Digital Employee Experience. It means we are measuring data here on the device. We are then analyzing the data in intelligence and getting the conclusion out of it. And then we start with artificial intelligence as well to build insights. I mention it here. And also can do the remediation in the backend. So this is then intelligence with employee experience as the last part. And there's also the whole ecosystem around it. Of course, you can use, and we like it if you use the whole VMware portfolio. But for example, if you're having tools behind it, your HR system for your identity sourcing, or you're having an ITSM ticketing tool in the background, we can connect these tools with connectors and bring the information into our platform and also leverage them to provide that level of automation.
Sounds like a really, really good solution. So thank you, Julius, for that quick introduction to what the platform can deliver us. And if you have questions to that, please contact VMware or ITQ. We're happy to help you. And see you next time. Thank you.